Hi everybody, it's Tommy Jo from Bird Street Studio, and normally I would be here to do Roxy's weekly challenge, but this week Rachel's doing mass making postcards, and I think it's because she's doing some Easter journals or spring journals, and I don't really have a need to create more journal cards or postcards to put in my ephemera box. So what I thought I would do in lieu of that this week is I've got project folders, project envelopes, and these are all envelopes where there's a theme, and I've started collecting ephemera. Like this one's for fairies, this one is music, this one is tropical, this is circus, and this is like butterflies and that. And I actually started putting some pages together in this one. But anyways, I have a sewing one that I thought I would like to work on. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to try to put together some signatures today and see where that takes us. So I have a bunch of stuff here, but I have papers that have been printed. And I thought we would just go through these and see. I think I figured 3 or 4 signatures. These are all ephemera pieces I need to cut out. These were pages where I had to check in my printer what direction, so they're kind of misprints or whatever. I'll use them. Some more ephemera, envelopes, pockets, whatever. Okay, so these are the papers that I'm thinking. And true to what I've been doing, I did buy Louisa Heinzel's, let me move this, Louisa Heinzel's, the paper color pendium, and on the backs of some of these sheets, you'll see that I used hers. So what I did was I printed out what I thought would be the front of a signature and then the center of a signature. So I've got 4, so it looks like we're going to do a 4 signature journal. And so these are the fronts right here, 3 and 4. They had sewing machines, but I didn't have 4 of them. So this one's got like thread or whatever. And what I did is I printed on the backs of these, okay, like this. So when we fold it, this will be the front of our signature. Oh no, this is the front. Oh, I do have 4 sewing machines. Yes. Okay. So I was going to say, because this feels heavier, I printed the front ones on 60-pound paper, matte HP paper. And okay, so this is the center, or excuse me, this is a signature page. So let me fold this. And these are printed borderless on 8.5 by 11. And they, let me see if I have my bone folder. Borderless on 8.5 by 11, 60-pound for the outside. And then the inside, which would be this, okay, is just printed on a 32-pound matte paper. So this is the one that I printed, Louisa's, something from Louisa's color pendium, and that will go in here like this, and this will be our center. So I did an outside and a center for each one. So this is the outside. Yeah, and these are on a heavier paper. It's not too heavy, it's just a 60-pound. And then this is the center, and I did this on the outside of it. So this is gonna fold in. And we're going to have to fill in with other papers. I have some others I printed, but then we need to get some coffee dyed papers and see what else we have. So this will be our center. And this one I printed textured, kind of a pink color. I loved it. Aren't these digitals? This kit is from My Porch Prints, and what I did is I actually have a few of their digitals, so I've combined a couple of different sewing digitals from my porch prints with digitals from others and from Louisa's. And this will be our center spread, which I printed this on. So this is going to get like this. And then the last one, I love this. I printed just a textured paper for the center. And then this will be our inside. And I printed this on the back. Inside, I mean the center page. So it'll go like this. So then these will be our 4 signatures. Haven't really picked an order, but I'm going to guess that these 2 look so similar to me that I would want to probably separate them somehow. I don't know. We'll see. Anyways, so there's our 4 signatures where we have our outside and our inside. And then I printed 4 more pages. I printed 2 with lines, right, with something on the back. So let's fold the, and my thought when I did this was that these pages, these and the lines are good writing pages. So there's one. Let's do this one. So the lines will go, or the writing part will go on the inside. Actually, this is good writing as well, too. And then on the back of this one, I printed this. How pretty. Oh, I want that on the inside. So we have a lot of, I mean, we have 2, 3 in each, 3 very full color pages. This one is weird because there's writing that goes right side up and upside down. Kind of weird. Anyways, it'll be fine. So I want to put one of these in each of these. And let's go on the outside of the center page for now, right? We're going to add other papers as well. Okay, then I thought I would pull down 4 pieces of coffee dyed paper and we'll add those in. So let me grab those. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. And I was just looking up here and I've got some colored papers that I thought we could use, but let's fold the coffee dyed ones first. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so we have 4 coffee dyed, and then it looks like I have these. See, these look like I was going to use them for something, so let's use this. This is like a pink color, right? And we have, well, I have green lined, but that's pretty bright. Let's see. There's like a purpley blue one. We could use that. And what I would probably want to do with these colored ones is distress them. So there's 1, 2, around the edges, 2. What else we got? This is a speckledy but kind of green. And then we have a blue. but it's bright blue and a bright pink, which I kind of not crazy over. But I would like to have blue of some sort in here. I'm just kind of looking at the hue of these papers. I don't know how they're showing up on the in my phone. Looks like this is the only blue I have, but I don't want a solid blue. And that one's not too bad. That's a speckly one, so let's try that. Then I have this. I don't know if you can tell. This is like a cream speckly paper. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let's fold these and see what we end up with. And maybe we can get our signatures in. This one was already folded, so it looks like I had that ready to be used as a page. And these are totally different kind of speckled papers, if you can see. This one's like a cream ivory color, more ivory, and this is more of a cream with different colored speckles, and this has almost like little brown speckles in it, so they're a little bit different. 3. Okay, so let's go ahead and put these in and see what we got. So this is our coffee dyed, so we need a coffee dyed in each one. So let's put that right here. Coffee dyed, and then a speckled. Let's do coffee dyed. And then we'll put a speckled one in here. Right here. Okay, and then if we put a speckled one right here, then we just have these left. So let's go ahead and figure out what we want to do with these, and if I have any other pages that we could put in here. Let me just see what else we have. Okay, let's see. These are kind of cool. They're white on one side. I don't know if that's something I want to deal with. Oh, this one's got, okay, so this is a good page. So let's do 1, 2, do 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So that's good. There's 7 in there. I usually do 8, like kind of 8-ish pages, but I think 7 might be good. Now this one, it's got buttons. I like that. So let's put that in here. It's 1, 2, let's do 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. We got 7 there. This is not a full page. These two, these we might want to, I don't know what we want to do with them. I have 2 more. I like this one a lot. It looks like this has got a torn edge top and bottom. We can use that, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. Okay, that's good. And then let's pick between these two. I think I kind of like this one. So let's use this one. And 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Perfect. Okay, so that's our pages. I think I'm going to just go with 7. And then we can use all of this other stuff to make ephemera. We've got these odd pages we can use. We can go ahead and cut these out. And I think, oh, look what I did. I have a couple of cards. These are from Cheryl Francis. They're like quilting, and I thought that would be cool. Anyways, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go ahead and cut this ephemera out. And then I will come back and we will build some ephemera. How's that sound? Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back and I've got all these pieces cut out. It is evening time, so there may be shadows. I hope not too bad. But I wanted to move forward so that I could upload this tomorrow. Anyways, let's get a sip of coffee. And I wanted to show you, I got all these cut out, but I also wanted to show you that I went through my ephemera and I found all these pieces that are, some are finished, some are unfinished, that I thought might go, any of this probably could go in these signatures. So I thought we would just start with a couple of pieces. There's one thing that I cut out were some pockets. So I thought these right here, there are 4 of them. So we could put 1 in each signature. And how these work is these are the backs of the pockets right here. Let me make sure you can see these. Oh yeah, I can move them up a little bit. Okay. Move those out of the way. Okay, so these are the, like what would be on the back of the pocket. And this is what would go on the top. You can mix and match them. And I thought I might like to do that. But I'm not really sure how I want to do that. Maybe I'll mix and match 2 of them. I don't know. We put this one here. Put this one here. Put this one here. Something like that. I just thought we would kind of mix them up. You can put them on the same ones if you want. That's kind of pretty, huh? Yeah, I kind of maybe want to just mix these 2 up. We'll just switch those like that. So what I want to do is I want to go ahead and distress them. These are from My Porch Prints, so she's got an edge on them, but I want the distressing, the edging or distressing that it looks to be on it is more kind of like a gray. And I want a brown, you know, or vintagey looking. Oh yeah, I like that. So wow, it took a while to cut everything out. And then of course I took a break for dinner. And then I had to get my steps in. And it was funny, all day today I kept thinking it was one day. And really it's the day before I thought. So, so today, as of today, I earned an extra day this week, I guess. So I think this journal is going to be really pretty, but I don't know if I want to move forward and just complete this, or if I want to get a head start on all of the different ones that I showed you that I have started. I'd like to get ahead on a couple of them. As of right now, I have no journals in my Etsy shop, and I need to revamp my listings and get some listed. If you're interested in any of the journals, I think I'm going to maybe do a video and let you know which ones I'm putting in. Even though I've done flip throughs for them, what I'll do is do a video and show you the ones I'm putting in. And if you're interested, you can just email me and I'll put them up in the shop. You know, I'll hold off a couple days before I put them in the shop, just because if you purchase them before I put them on Etsy, we can actually do the payment through PayPal and save the charges that Etsy charges me. I can pass that savings on to you. So keep an eye out for that video. And for right now, I'm just shipping only to the US because it costs so much to ship to Canada or, you know, anywhere out of the US. So, okay, so we've got these. So what I want to do is go ahead and glue these down, but I don't know if I want to put them in the journals yet. I'm gonna maybe put them where I think they might go. I don't know. This is a mixture of art glitter glue and tacky glue. I said I was going to give it a name, but I haven't figured one out yet. So if you have a good idea for what I can call it, because I think I'm going to actually mix it again. I really like this. Art glitter glue is pretty expensive. And this really extends it, and it gives me a little extra time to, you know, it doesn't dry immediately like the art glitter glue. You have very little time to make any movements or anything, and this gives you a little bit of time, not a lot, but a little bit more than just the plain art glitter glue. And I really like that. Okay. Oh, that's so pretty. Okay, let's do the next one. Gail Augustinelli showed me how to do this. If you're gluing a pocket, if you hold the side that you don't want to glue, it's kind of a reminder. So whenever you're gluing something, if there is a side that you don't want to glue, that's where you need to put your thumb. Thank you, Gail. Okay. Pockets are so pretty. This whole, my Porch Prints digitals are really pretty. I made a sewing journal, so some of this stuff is leftovers. I made a sewing journal about 1.5 years or 2 years ago and sold it. And I had some leftover pieces, so anytime I was making ephemera or anything, I was trying to stick things in the pocket, in the acrylic pocket, and save it. I do that. I also just recently finished a bee journal, and I had leftovers, so I have a pocket of bee stuff as well. And I found, interesting, I found some bee elements that I totally forgot I had when I was making that journal, and it would have been so cool to put that in, but they'll go in the next one. It's funny, if I don't put them in the pockets, if I just put stuff away like with ephemera and stuff like that, I don't always remember to get it out of there. So I've been trying to put themed things. If there's something that goes with a particular theme, then I put it in a pocket with the other stuff like that. And that way, when I go to do that journal, I have everything there. Live and learn, right? Okay. This is cool. So we've got these pockets. I'm not sure if I want to put anything on them yet or not. Look how cute these things are. Anyways, don't get sidetracked, Tommy. Okay, so the first thing, let's go ahead and put a pocket in. And I was kind of thinking that these would be kind of cute in the front, right here in the front. And if we put it in the middle, we could put in a tag, but we could also put something in the side if we wanted. Or if we put it down here, we could put a tall tag in there. Like, I don't have, this is like for a belly band, but look, you could put a really tall tag in there if you wanted. But I kind of thought they would be pretty on the inside of these, like the inside of the cover. What do you think? Awful pretty. That one would have to get decorated, but I really like the idea of putting them right on the inside of the cover. So let's just see what our covers look like. That would be good there. Ooh, that would be pretty there. Let's see. I like that one. And we have one more. Let's see if this one looks okay in this. Yeah, I think I like it. Okay, let's go ahead and put them in. I'm going to use my Bearly Art. I've been really liking that other glue, so I've been using it instead of this. But let's use this. And this works very much like the Art Glitter Glue. I think some people prefer this and some people like the art glitter glue. And I tried this just because my art glitter glue got kind of watered down. That's why it's got tacky glue in it. Okay, and I left this open so we can put a tag in the top and a tag in the front. Right? So we actually can put a tag here and a tag in here. So I'm going to go ahead and put these in the other ones. Okay, so we've got these pockets in the inside the front covers, and I think the next thing I want to do is I want to create, y'all know that whatever, if I put something on this side, I'm going to put something on this side. So then we work front and back. So I think on the back here, I would like to make a side pocket. Okay, so it would hold stuff. So let's see if we can get some pockets made. And I pulled a bunch of these kind of long pieces. I don't know how many I have. Maybe that's all. I just pulled all kinds of items out. Oh, I got a couple of these. So let's just look real quick at like this would make a good pocket inside here, right? That might be good. Okay, I think that'll work. The only thing I'm not sure of, oh, here, look at that's math. Anyways, that's cool. So I think that we're going to use these. So all I need to do with these really is I need to distress the edges. We need to cut a thumb notch, and then they can be decorated. But I don't have to decorate them before I glue them in. So let's go ahead and I will kind of fast forward as I distress and make a thumb notch in here, and I'll play a little music and then we will get these glued in. Okay. Okay, so I didn't glue them in because I think what I want to do is go ahead and sew them around the edges because they're collaged. I like to sew just to be sure. So I think I'm going to hop over to the sewing machine and get those sewn. I'm going to have to change my thread, I think, because I don't think I want black thread in there. I don't know. I'm going to look. But I will sew these and then I will come back. Okay, so I'm back and I went ahead and changed my thread from black to like a charcoal gray, which I think is a lot prettier. So all we need to do is just glue our pockets in, and we've got a real start on these signatures. Okay, there's one. I just set them inside there so so I knew which one went with which signature. When you have thread on here, you need to make sure that your glue gets all over it. Otherwise, if you don't get glue on the thread, then it may not hold. This one's going to take a lot of prep. I haven't done a lot of prep on this, having just pulled it out of the acrylic pocket, or the, what do you call it, the poly pocket or whatever that I store them in. So I'll probably do some off camera and then come back and just try to catch up. I'll try to make a note of what I do off camera so that I can show you. If I didn't do that, it takes me so long sometimes to make decisions about certain things that if I didn't do a lot of it off camera, oh my gosh, our series would be so long. Plus, I'm not sure that I'm going to just continue and do all you know, sewing journal until it's completed. We may skip around and do different journals as I work on them. Mix it up a little bit. When I very first started, the very first journals I made were Alice in Wonderland journals that I made for my 2 granddaughters, who are now 16 and 17, but it was quite a few years ago, 4 or 5 years ago. And I made 2 of them. They were identical, sort of. I did put their names on them and changed out a few things, but pretty much they were the same. And so after that, for a while, every time I was making journals, I was making 2. And they would vary a little bit, but pretty much they would be the same. And it was kind of nice, actually, because it took a little longer, but then you were getting 2 journals. And you had all the supplies out for 2. Anyways, it was kind of nice. And I stopped doing that. So, and then started just doing different journals. So I like doing, keeping a couple different ones going at the same time. Okay, so I'm going to call this a video. So let's see what we did. We put our signatures together. We picked out our pages and put our signatures together. And then we put a front pocket in here. And we put a back edge pocket in of each signature. So got the front and our back pocket. Let's see. And we haven't decorated the pockets yet. But here we've got our front and our back pocket. And then here we've got our front and our back pocket. I might want to put clips on there. We'll see. I'll just leave them. I think I'm going to set something on top of them. And anyways, I think I'm going to set something on top of them for the evening and see if they hold. If not, I will re-glue a little bit. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to my subscribers, past, present, and future. I hope you enjoyed kind of putting everything together with me and starting this, and I don't know. Like I said, Rachel was doing Easter postcards today with journaling cards, and I didn't really need those for my journals, so decided to do this instead. So I hope you're okay with that, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye, everybody, and thank you for watching.